Connecting. All right, so we are now live.
I have this red YouTube thing in my background. What? Oh, that's funny.
It's letting you know that I went live.
No.
Oh,
My microphone was just like peeking into it, but because it closed, it looked not real. It looked like the little YouTube logo or something. Here, I'll show you. Like,
oh.
doesn't that look trippy? Until you notice it, you're just like, what is that?
um, all right, cool. All right, so real quick, guys, we are just trying to figure this out for our Bible study for tomorrow. Excuse me, we're gonna have it tomorrow at 2. I think it's Central Time, right? 2 p.m.
Yeah, Central Time, CST.
Okay, cool. Um,
You
hold
said
on.
2 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
All right, let me. I just want to double check, make sure. And by the way, guys, if you see me start fiddling with my mouse a lot, it's because for some weird reason, when I stop touching the mouse, my whole Discord thing starts like getting weird. Um, mm, okay. Say something, bro.
Something, something. Something, 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 something. Dun-dun-dun.
Okay, cool. All right. So that looks good. It is tweaking out again. I don't know why it's doing that. I want to see if it just shows on my screen or if it shows on the live too. That is so weird. It's only doing it on my screen.
I'm watching it right now too. I think it might be a Ben with a Wi-Fi issue because you're FaceTiming me through Discord while also streaming. So I think it's a Wi-Fi issue.
Luckily, it's not affecting the stream. It's just gonna kind of like tweak me out a little bit.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Um, so do you think everything looks good on here, right?
Ish. I think it's stuttering a bit, but it's not terrible.
Let's go YouTube. Get out of that.
Yeah, the occasional stutter, but it doesn't look too bad. Plus, the meat of it is the conversation. So the talking.
First thing.
The big question too is because it sounded like you might have wanted to like share screen, like videos and stuff like that. I don't know if that's something you actually want to do during the
Samuel, he's the
discussion,
key.
but if it is, you're gonna want a transition screen that shows, you know, your screen or a different window. That way you can just click it and do that ahead of time.
So then maybe go here. Window capture. Oh wait, no. because
I know I can just share screen on my end for my part.
so if I do share screen, turn that off for a second. Can you still hear me or no?
I can still hear you.
So grid view.
So I still see your camera and I see the thing you brought up.
Okay.
Oh, did you want to watch the video?
So then,
Did you
boom.
watch the video on it? Or...
Just to kind of check and make sure all this stuff is working. Is it
Key
showing
leader
like
and
straight
prophet in the
your stream?
Yeah, it's showing it. I've got
Let
it
me
on the
pause
drop
this.
downs though. It's showing as if it's a third person. If that makes sense. Like you can change. You can click on a camera to change who's like the main focus type of thing.
Yeah.
It's showing that in a separate window as if it's like a third person showing like 3 boxes right now.
So maybe run it like this when we watch the video. Kinda go to
Well, the big thing is I want to be able to full screen it. So I just got to see if I can. Well, you want to see if you can, obviously, because you're streaming it. But just find out how to get that. Is that full screen for you
yeah.
on your side? Okay. Or actually, I can just look at my phone. What am I talking about? You don't have it full screen. Full screen. I would try to find a way to. Oh wait. If you have it on your computer, oh, it says your stream is right. Click back on it because I'm watching it now, and then click full
in the
screen.
first
I want to see
section
how
of
it
the
looks.
book. But then he also plays a key role in the next
That's good,
section,
right
which is
there. That
Saul's
one that you
story.
have, I think
And
that's
it's
good.
told in 2 movements.
Let me see.
Saul's rise to power and then his failures.
Give it.
And the
Give it a
second
minute.
part
Let it
is
keep
about
playing.
his downfall and his tragic death. And then the drama of Saul's demise is matched by David's exciting rise to power. And then David's
Takes a
story
second
is
to catch up,
told
so
in
let it
2
keep playing.
movements. First, he rides the wave of his success, followed by his own tragic failure and the slow self-destruction of his family and then his kingdom. The book
Okay,
concludes with
good,
an
awesome.
epilogue that
The main thing
reflects
I wanted to
back
check with that is the volume of the video. It's actually really good to the point to where we want to play the video and you want to pause it when we speak because otherwise we're not going to be heard. But it's like perfect otherwise. It's actually perfect volume.
Okay.
So
And
awesome.
it's funny
Yeah,
because I just
that's.
turned that down
So
too.
just remember go to this. Yeah, remember just go to this whenever you want to like show a video start or whatever.
Okay. So then stop
But with
streaming
the
is
book,
bad. Take us back to the double.
like the
Run
gaming
like
couch they
this.
show before you
Um,
close it.
and that was having huh?
Oh, whenever you closed or whatever, it says the stream has ended, and it had a little gaming couch with like purple LED lights
Oh.
or a purple LED light effect, like it was lit from the couch.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Do you think you can share the screen and do a video on your end too to make sure that we are getting your audio
Yeah,
from
if you
your?
just want to test that. Sure.
Let me get on YouTube and watch the. I'm gonna stop looking at this screen because, dude, this screen is tweaking me out. Like, bro, you know what I'm talking about? Like, hold on, guys. I'm. Oh,
I'm assuming you can hear that.
oh, that's shoot.
Yeah.
Like, this is what my
Like,
screen's
this is what
looking
my
out.
screen's looking out.
Do you see the screen at all right now? Because they switched to the thing.
You can't even really see it,
You
Do
guys.
can't
you,
even
do you
really
see
see
the
it, guys.
screen? Okay. That's the feedback I need. So I'll see about switching it. Okay.
Oh, I need to get to
Oh,
YouTube.
I need to get
That's
to
why.
YouTube. That's the reason why.
So change. Oh, here we go. I just got to click on the right tab. And then it should be fine. So you should be able to see all of this.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching Wall-E.
Feedback working. Looking good. I'm not gonna play the whole video.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Okay. So
So it sounds good. Were you able to see it?
yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
I see it on my screen, and then also I see or I hear it on my headphones as well. So far,
Cool.
all
Just
that.
had to make sure that we click the right stream window whenever we pull it up.
Yeah. So what I'll probably end up having to do is I'll have to just turn off the holy. I'll probably just have to turn off the visual thing for whenever I am going to different stuff. You know what I mean? Like transferring between like
Mhm.
YouTube and everything. Like when I have the video pulled up, then I'll press the
I'll have it pulled up. Keep in mind there's a delay in chat, so we don't want to be just waiting several minutes every 2 minutes. You know what I mean? Just to check to make sure everything's okay over and over. So I'll just have it live. Obviously, you have it live on your end on your phone. Keep it muted though. We'll check the volume before we start.
okay.
Right? Check the volume before we start. Volume's good. Volume's good. Then we start streaming. Keep your phone muted. That way they're not hearing it echo through the actual thing in the stream. And then when we pull it up, we'll just play it as long as I can hear it and you did the normal thing. I'll just keep an eye on the phone. And if we mess it up, we'll just stop, but we should be fine.
Okay.
But we don't want to be pausing every 2 minutes.
But so I think we have everything basically golden for tomorrow. And we have a couple things that I have a couple things that I need to figure out. Like this is gonna aggravate the heck out of me. Y'all don't know what's happening, but my Discord's like geeking. Sent a video to DJ earlier or Videx, my bad. Earlier about
No, everyone's gonna know my nickname, not even my real name now. Oh no.
oh no. It stands for disc jockey, y'all.
I was gonna make a joke about oh no they can find me in real life, but you want to know something funny?
Mhm.
I think this was several months ago, so it's been a while. But one of them actually said in like comments at one point, they're like, dude, it kind of freaked me out. I was like, no way, because I actually saw somebody who I thought looked just like you in real life, and I was like, what?
You're like, where
That
are
was
you
kind of funny.
located?
Yeah. I'm gonna ask a viewer like, tell everybody in chat what country and city and state you're in, also your social security number and your address. Yes. Display that information in front of everybody. Yeah, I'm totally gonna do that.
um,
So, do you have any thoughts on things that you need to figure out about this before we move on?
I'm probably gonna look more
If not,
into
my thoughts.
I'm probably gonna look more into the Discord part and see why it's
Oh,
geeking
like
out
an
stuff
issue.
is yeah. But I feel like everything
Okay, but
else
other
is
than
kind of
that,
I think everything else is pretty good for now. Eventually I do want to get the background kind of like how you were talking about and showing me earlier, and then I need to get smoother with the
whenever
transition.
you're ready to, if you want a recommendation, I can find out. We can look up places for you to purchase it. Mine was like 10, $15. It wasn't that expensive at all. Um, and there are places you can find where you can kind of download all the files, and then you just get to keep them. So finding
But
good bundles is pretty good, pretty nice. So I can definitely help you with that if you want. Before we go to palworld discussions or whatever you're wanting to talk about with that, um, what have you read for Samuel yet? Do you have any ideas? What are your thoughts? What are your general thoughts?
so I was thinking about it, and I read a little bit, like a little portion of it. I haven't been able to get all the way through. But what I was wondering if we should do is maybe if we should read it together and then kind of like discuss it as we're reading it, or if you want to find a video that kind of like basically reads it for us, and then we can pause the video and kind of talk about like our thoughts and stuff like that.
The ideal, obviously, would be us taking time to read through it and then discussing it afterwards. Um, Same reason why I mentioned a week or two ago when you originally wanted to do this, and I gave you the idea of like a kind of a video summary. That way you can read it, but you don't have to read the whole thing. Because even Samuel 1 is pretty long, but we do want an idea of like a stopping point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To hit some major questions and stuff like that. So um, I'll do some research into it tonight. I'll read over it again, and I'll look some stuff up. Look up summaries of First Samuel. Just look up like videos on that and try to do that if you can. And then if you can read some of it, awesome. but definitely look up several different like summary videos of it, and then we can get like more into the text, and then you can do that as you can, just because the time's a little bit short.
Yeah,
But yeah, the ideal would definitely be reading what we want to read beforehand,
kind
which
of
there
have
are
like
31 chapters.
yeah,
So
kind of
that's
have
why
like
that's
short.
why I kind of told you before. Exactly, yeah. That's why I was like, hey, we should probably skim through it. That way we can have an idea of like, okay, this is a good bit of content. We can stop here at chapter 7 or whatever.
I do have
So
one point I want to hit tomorrow that I'm actually kind of like I'm not I mean, I'm happy about discussing it because when I read it and I seen the reactions or whatever in it, and I was like, it's crazy to think. I'm not gonna talk about it right now. 'Cause I'm trying to save it for tomorrow. No, I kind of want to say it now, but
where was where was it, if you don't mind me asking?
um,
What chapter it was?
it was literally like the beginning of it.
Mm-mm.
I'll tell you once we get off of live stream.
Gotcha. Okay.
But we'll talk about it more tomorrow because it's crazy to think about. Like the more you
Dude's
know,
gonna
kind of
say
deal.
something. I'm gonna be like, actually, the context of it actually doesn't mean what you thought it meant. And
Uh, no,
like
I
the
mean,
actually.
this isn't gonna
I'm
be
like,
one
this
of those
poor
ones.
guy's gotta be like, this is amazing. This means this and this and this. And I'm like, actually, it didn't have those meanings. It was just like his brother's name or something. Like,
I
I'm
do
like,
have
just
issues with
wait.
saying
It'd be
some of
so
their
funny.
names. I can't admit. Like I'll be reading
Dude,
the
don't
Bible
even
with my
worry
daughter.
about that. Holy crap.
I'll be
Like, Habakkuk, Edkana,
yeah.
Elisha. Oh,
I'll
I
be
got
like,
that
what?
one.
He's
Like,
like,
that
got
one's
that one.
easy.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
reading the
look.
Bible with literally the other day, and I
Hannah
was like,
is good. Eli is good. It's like Elkanah, I think. Like her name's Elkanah, I guess. Like
Elkanah.
I'm literally
Yeah.
looking at it right now. Hophni, uh Phineas, like Phineas and Ferb, I guess. I'm literally reading from it right now. I'm not even joking, by the way. Elihu, Zuph, Ephrathite. Like I'm actually not kidding. I'm literally looking at First Samuel right now, reading this stuff. Like
Yeah, when I was reading it with
it's okay. Old style names, man.
yeah, when I tried to read it with my daughter, I was like, I said it, and then I looked at her, and I was like, I probably said this wrong. Don't judge me. I was like,
There's a
um,
reason why we call Peter Peter and not Petros,
yeah.
even though Petros sounds cool.
I was just about to say Petro sounds a lot cooler than Peter.
Do you know
Like,
why he was named Petros though? Like random little Bible tidbit most people probably won't get.
huh?
Well, most people get it. I mean, like seeing you react to this stuff. But he was named Simon. That Jesus basically had him rename, like take the name of Peter, but he had him take the name of Petros because it meant rock. And I'm sure you can imagine all the metaphors and analogies that can come from that, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. And you said it was his name was originally Samson, right?
Simon,
Simon.
not Samson. Samson is a completely different story.
That's the reason why, because I was thinking Samson, because he's the one that was like broke the pillars and stuff.
Donkey's jawbone. He's literally real life Hercules.
Yeah.
And he still fell to a woman, unfortunately, that wanted to murder him.
That wanted him.
Dude, his ending was bad, though. His
Yeah.
ending was sick.
They
You
can
know
make
what happened? It's like, he was literally enslaved by
blind.
the Philistines. He's literally and blind. They gouge out his eyes, not just blind. They gouge out his eyes, and he's literally chained to a freaking pillar, right? And
I
there were
thought it
like
was two
thousands of
pillars.
Philistines.
I thought
Yeah,
he was like,
well, I mean, well, he was, yeah, probably something like that. But he was chained there, and he's like, God, I messed up with my last bit of strength. Like, let me take them out. Dude gets like that last bit of strength again, and literally yanks the freaking pillars, causes all the collapse, and kills like thousands of the Philistines that were trying to enslave him. Like, I'm
he's
like,
like,
dude.
I'm going out with the bang.
And that's the difference between dude brain and like women, is that I had somebody years and years and years ago, a friend of mine mentioned something about Samson, and I'm like, oh yeah, that story's like bad, that story's like awesome, just because dude, right? You know what I mean? Like thinking about all that crazy stuff. And she's like, what do you mean Samson was terrible? And I'm like, yeah, you're actually right, but like no, she was actually right. Like he wasn't really good, but I'm like, but he's kind of cool though. you know what I mean? I'm like he kind of one man army did. Like God let him use a freaking jawbone
Yeah.
to take down an army. That's some Itachi level freaking crap. Like let's be honest, that's some Madara. I'm not kidding, but like think about it.
It
Like
is
think
pretty
about one
like
dude in real life taking on 1,000 men with a freaking donkey's jawbone.
it is
You're just
boss
like,
level.
and then his ending, like some of the stuff in the Bible is like Jesus coming back when he comes back and he like through the mountain. You know what I mean? And it levels it. Like you read some of that crazy stuff, and you're just like, dude, I'd be too scared to be there, but it's
Yeah.
gonna be like an anime ending with him. Unfortunately, he'll be slaughtering everybody who don't.
Oh,
Yeah, different conversation.
and before anybody thinks I'm
Evolution will be
drinking soda,
crazy.
what I do is I go to Sonic, I get a Route 44 cup of ice,
Iced coffee with caramel because it's delicious.
and I make my pre-workout, and this, and I put it into my Route 44 cup of ice. Stays cold, lasts forever, and the ice is also like the best ice ever. And I can refill it.
Sonic, don't sue us when my brother ends up finding out that ice actually does in fact melt over time.
Not Sonic
It in
size.
fact it does not last forever.
It's not Sonic size. I got this like at 11 o'clock this morning, I think. 10?
Dude, I could really go for an iced coffee right now. I'm like out of money though. I
Dude, I
got
went to.
coffee here too. That's the unfortunate thing, but like their caramel iced coffee. Like I've got freaking like the caramel creamer too, which I really love. But dude, their Green Mountain like caramel iced coffee is actually so good. It's so top tier, man. It's
I
addicting.
went to McDonald's out here the other day with India, and I got she got a drink, or no, she got fries, and I was like, I need caffeine, so I was like, YOLO, because we are about to go to Walmart to go like grocery shopping and everything, and freaking, I got the iced coffee, and it was terrible. I hated it. I was like, I am never getting this stuff again at McDonald's.
It could be it could be hit or miss because at Sonic too they can make the coffee like really disgusting. It's pretty rare that it's that bad. But it's one of those ones like, oh, you know, you love coffee, you got to try this. I would still be worried though because I'm like, there's that rare chance it's disgusting because sometimes they don't make it well, and then
Yeah,
there's a lot of times where they make it okay, but they like overfill the ice and it's still not super good quality. But like I'd say like a little bit more than half of the time it's that perfect.
the McDonald's up.
So it's like one of those like, man, you got to try it a few times to hopefully get the good one.
Yeah,
It's like eggnog, right?
the,
Except eggnog's a million times better. If it's bad eggnog, it's disgusting. It has to be really good eggnog to be good, but if it's really good eggnog, then it's literally top tier.
yeah,
So good.
the McDonald's by you, their iced coffee slap.
Oh yeah. It's the Dairy Queen near me that freaking sucks.
Dairy
And
Queen
their
right here
food
sucks
doesn't
too.
suck. Their ice cream doesn't suck. Their surface sucks. Like the people there are like some of the rudest. Like, oh my gosh.
That's how this place is. Um,
And it's every time too. I normally don't give a crap, but it's like every time I've gone there, which isn't often. I've been here for years, right? But every time I've gone there, man, it's always like, almost thrown at you pretty much, like super rude at the freaking drive through, like the little intercom thing. They miss stuff on your order and they get mad at you because they messed up. Like there's like
um,
a McDonald's out here that's bad like that too that I try to avoid.
uh, uh,
But it's not the closest one by here
we are gonna
that you went
jump
to.
into the Power World conversation. Real quick. Um, hopefully it shouldn't take long, guys. So basically, what I want is once we get enough players on the server, probably about once a week. Remember, if you don't want to, you obviously don't have to do this, but we are gonna try to make it to where we have like an Elite Four kind of deal, where when you beat all the other towers, find a way where you can play against us. Trying to make it to where the players in game can actually fight each other, making it to where you cannot raid other people's bases or take their stuff because I know how frustrating that shit can get. Um, Turned off death penalty. It's where when you die you won't drop your items because I don't like that one either. Um, I'm still debating. I want to do maybe like tournaments. Try to do tournaments, and I got to figure out like what would be a good reward behind everything. But I do have a lot of plans that I want us to kind of get to with the Power World server if we can get there. Um,
I think the live froze too. If you can hear me.
Yeah. I wonder how much cut off.
So you said you don't want it to be like one of those and then it cut off.
Okay. I don't want it to be one of those like you think you're just gonna be playing on somebody else's world. Um, and just kind of like going with the flow with the Power World thing. Um, I want it to be like kind of community orientated almost, where like, I mean, if you don't want to and you just kind of want to like cruise at your own pace, do your own thing, and maybe join a tournament once every blue moon or whatever, it's perfectly fine. But I do want to make it to where we can do tournaments. We can play against each other. Y'all beat us. Y'all will get rewards, or maybe actually like end up joining our guild. Um, different stuff like that. I want to have like competitions and like I want to make it more fun. And I know there's a lawsuit going on, and hopefully I don't get sued by Nintendo. But I want it to kind of be closer to like the Pokemon standpoint, where it's more like a community thing. You know what I mean? So,
What Pokemon thing are you trying to compare it to? What do you mean community thing?
well,
Based on that.
so I mean in like
Unless you're talking about fan base, but that's not.
no, I mean in more like how you can kind of trade pals with or Pokemon with each other. You can battle each other. You have the Elite Four to look forward to at the top. Um,
You mean in general? Gotcha. Gotcha.
I turned off building decay, so I am gonna try to build like shops, kind of like
I was thinking about that too.
yeah, I want to build like
Focusing
shops.
on making it homier, like over time. Like I think right now, this is just my opinion, obviously, but I think we should focus on really getting to end game content for us, really getting full out there, and then as we get towards the end and get those resources like flowing pretty quickly, um, start really like dressing up the world. Start like at the beginnings area. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
once we feel comfortable, now we go on to the next one, and I think that would be kind of cool, honestly.
and that's
But
kind of what I was wanting to do with it, and kind of like that's the reason why I think I said in the Discord
my
I was thinking about
turtle
doing
chilling it.
the
It's bothering me because I see my neck like going like this because my chair's not set up like it normally is for me to just like lay back into it. So I'm just like my neck.
doofus
I'm like
marks.
this entire time like you've been talking, I've literally just been making fun of myself. Just like this is how I sit.
You're like
What was that
Billy.
one?
Oh, you
Was
need
there
the
like
glasses.
that dance where he's just like, you know what I mean? There's like this meme thing where he did that. It was really funny. Oh, it's the whole. You know what I'm
Never
talking
done
about?
that. No,
I'm
no.
gonna, I'm gonna. You keep talking. I'm gonna look it up because it's funny as crap.
But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I think right now, like I was saying yesterday, I believe we got 5 people in the Discord now. Bless you, bless you. You're welcome. So, I think
You and your father.
we got like 5 people in the Discord chat now. Um, also 5 people in the server, the Power World server. I know my wife probably will become one of the Elite Four. I'm pretty sure Vedex is gonna be one of them. He wants to be one of them. He just wants to do his own thing. He doesn't want to like piggyback off of me. He's because I started way before him on the server, so I'm kind of already like at in game content. And he was like, I don't want to like cheat my way up. I want to do it myself.
Oh,
Which
on this server you're there too? I thought you said you started over again. You've already gotten there on this server. Okay, this guy's obsessed too much, guys. Holy crap! This guy plays this game way too much.
um
I will correct you though. Um, I'm not completely against using resources and all that good jazz. However, I do think building a foundation in this game where we actually enjoy like all playing together would be good. Because if
yeah,
we all just come out by ourselves or whatever, it's not going to create a community if we're not a community. So I will say that we haven't really had much like group play in this, and that's something that I think would benefit what you're trying to do. You'd have to live what you're trying to create, if that makes sense. So
I want to find a day where we can all get on. It's probably gonna be in the afternoon because if y'all do follow me, y'all know I have a daughter. She is a youngin, so she does have a nap time. That's when I usually try to get on.
all of the attention.
Yeah. So that's usually when I do try to get on. Right now is a little bit different. Because I wanted to get this done and figured out before tonight. um,
She's adorable though, so she deserves the attention.
yes, she is the sweetest baby in the world. She is also hilarious. For some reason, obsessed with Moana 2 and Frozen right now. So when I tell you, like, I have Olaf
At
in
least
my
it's
head
not
almost
chicken nuggets,
24/7,
man, like every other kid.
or I don't know why I can't ever get this out of my head, but the Big Summer Blowout, yoo-hoo, from Frozen,
No, I remember. I know exactly what you're talking
yeah,
about.
that's always in my head. I don't know why, but yeah, so that's the reason why I usually always stream at nighttime. Which I'll try to find some time with the Discord server, figure out when we can all play together and be on the voice chat. Um, and I will also like whenever everybody does join the Discord server, I'll write up schedules and stuff for like tournaments and um if somebody wants to like 1v1 one of us, man, like send it in the Discord server and we'll try to find a time where we can all go to the battle arena and do that, or we can find a place on the thing and throw down. I don't know. I hope the player versus player thing works because I turned on some of the settings where it was like player versus player damage, but then it also said friendly fire, and I deactivated that one because I'm like, I want if you're in the same guild as somebody, I don't want to be able to have like being able to hurt each other if you're in the same guild. That makes sense.
Hopefully it works out. Yeah.
Yeah. So I haven't been able to test it yet. I just turned it on earlier today. Um, so I might test that tonight. But tonight I am going to be playing Call of Duty because they just dropped the original map again. So I'm excited about that. So I'm that with Mark Insight, which if y'all are not on the Discord, y'all don't know who I'm talking about. But if y'all do get on the Discord, y'all know him. Um
What were you doing? Like I know who you're talking about, but what were you doing? I kind of
oh
ADHD.
they
If the chat
have
can relate to me, I'm sure you can.
they just dropped the original map on Warzone, the Verdansk. I think it's Verdansk.
Mm,
But so my old clips that I used to show you, bro, I'm trying to find them. I don't know what happened. But the old clips when I was like a beast with my sniper, it was that map.
it was on what though? What game?
Call of Duty, Warzone.
Which one? It's not 2042. That's the other one you had me get. Do
Yeah.
I have that stuff? I don't
And
know if I had. I have to go to my.
I had to I had to uninstall it and reinstall it last night because the update was so freaking huge. It tweaked out my whole
Here
entire
it is.
system. Library, let me go to Warzone.
I
I'll let
found
y'all
it.
know what the map is called.
Yeah, if you're down, I'll join you, man.
Oh hell yeah.
I think that'd be fun. I put it on. I actually had it as a hidden game, but it's only because you have me get games and you don't have me playing with you.
At least my
So
games are either cheap or free.
how much was palworld?
Hey, no, no,
30,
no.
right? Hey, let's go again. Let's go again. Let's go again. I recommended Stardew Valley. How much is Stardew Valley? $15. I recommended Hollow Knight. How much is Hollow Knight? $15. I recommended Celeste. How much is Celeste? Like $15. What do you mean how expensive things are? Like, yeah, some of them are expensive that I recommend. Most of the ones that I recommend though are like 10, $15. What about Broforce that we still need to go back and play again?
I
$5.
hey, I
Five
want to go back.
dollars. You ain't that broke. You broke, but you ain't that broke. I mean, you kind
Facts.
of are, but you can
But
still, you
I
can still afford $5.
I want to go back and I want to play Broforce, and the other one I want to finish fucking playing. Sorry, my language. Borderlands 2, bro.
Yeah, I've given up hope on that one because you just did not come back to that. I'm like, man, disappointment. That's one of the most fun multiplayer games for us to
I
play,
I want to go
and
back
he
and
just
play that one.
never came back.
Where's it show the
The
update?
one that I'm still hoping for that I mentioned the other day that doesn't sound like it's going to be a thing. Subnautica multiplayer. Because that game is top. Oh, it's so
My
good.
wife, dude, my wife
So
came
good.
up to me and she was like, "So I heard your brother was bringing up Subnautica," and I was like,
You know I obsessed over. You guys know I obsessed over it. I played the entire thing completely out.
"Yeah."
Like
So
I sent this dude like they were like, oh, we don't have time to play anymore, and I'm like, hey, by the way, I have a like a massive sub, literally materializing in the sky. I sent him pictures of like all this badass stuff. I got the freaking prawn suit. We're literally in a battle mech. And this dude's just not coming back playing. I'm like, bro, I literally bought all of us the game, by the way. I bought it for all three of us. They have no excuse. I
we'll get
spent
back
the
to it.
money, and he doesn't play it.
We'll go back to it eventually.
That game I would obsess over, man. Whenever I do get people on that, man, on a multiplayer server, we're gonna be playing that a lot. Oh my gosh,
I
that
think
game's so good.
I think Merc Insight is wanting to do an Arc server on his because he asked me if I was gonna do it on mine, and I was like, "Bro, I'm already running a palworld server. I'm not gonna run two different servers at once because you got to keep that like."
I wanted you to do a let's play with me on Ark for a while now, and you didn't even want to do it.
I was going to, I was going to, and I was gonna have it you, me, and Danny, or Merc. My bad, homie. So you, me, and Merc, and I was gonna have all of us play it, and then he was like, "Hold
It's
on."
gonna be like me and my buddy at 1132 West Avenue Street. I'm sorry, man. Just casually. I'm just sorry. Just casually outing your exact address. Also his social security card, by the way.
Um,
But no, continue outing everybody in your family and friends. So
your family
your
and
personal
friends.
information.
Um,
Do you want to see my debit card too?
actually,
No,
um, he
no.
said no. uh, so I wanted to add us three to play Arc, and he was like, "Well, let's try to find like one or two more people to play with us." To where he was like, "Cause you trying to play on your own, it's like so difficult. It's not as fun." He's like,
It's
"So it's more."
very difficult, but it's still fun. But
He
it's
was
very
like,
difficult.
"So it's more fun when you add more people to it, and it makes it a little bit easier." So he wants to add more people. So I was like, "All right, let me know where we're gonna run it." And I think he's still trying to look into the server part of it, which I feel like that would be cool. Where once we do kind of get rolling on it, we can all kind of get on when we can. Um,
I'm gonna be honest. I kind of want to play out the story before I join a server on it. Like I want to actually play the game.
oh, there's a
I'm
legitimate
down
story.
for. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's not like it's like a survival game, so it's not necessarily like a lot of story to it, but there's some. But like I want to play out the game. Like I'd be cool with all three of us playing, but like I don't want to go join a casual server with a bunch of people in it doing their own thing. You know what I mean? Like I want to like
Yeah,
play the game itself, like kind of like as a team type of thing, and enjoy the game first before I go do
a server.
like a casual thing. Yeah. Like imagine palworld your first time doing it. If you're like, well, I'm gonna go join a server of 300 people doing their own thing and fighting over resources. It's like, nah, I'm gonna enjoy it first.
Yeah.
Like
Okay,
play
that
it
makes sense.
intended. That's
I'll
that's at
probably
least my thing.
I'll probably make another slot in the Discord server and put Arc, and we can kind of talk with Merc about it and see if he wants to just run it with like maybe
I
us
would pick
three.
one game. I would try to like take it slower and pick like what you can handle. Um, I mean, you could do palworld as like your server that you do. You can do like Call of Duty when we want to for fun. We can do like
Yeah.
fun videos for that. That could be casual. And then I would just pick one
Yeah, I
like
don't.
one thing to play consistently, like whether it be that, whether it be Borderlands 2 or Subnautica or Ark, pick one and be like, yeah, I know we can't get to Subnautica yet or Borderlands yet, but we picked Ark, so we're gonna play Ark once a week. You know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah.
think that would be better to do. That way, you're not overwhelming yourself. But whichever one you choose, pick one that you want to do at least. Like, try to do weekly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As a
Which
group, like play, because
for
that
sure.
consistency is when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. Friday nights or Friday night Friday. So that's gonna be like Poppy playtime, and then Saturdays I'm probably gonna try to hit Power World. Probably try to do the Power World on Saturdays. Sundays I might hit Call of Duty, but see my thing with Call of Duty is I don't live stream Call of Duty. It takes up way too much bandwidth. So I just record it and hold on one sec because the reminders on my phone's at all right. So I record it and then I usually post it later, or I'm gonna try to post it later. Like I have like 5 or 6 that I need to start trying to like get it running on YouTube. It's just I've been kind of busy. Um, but yeah, so it is about to be dinner time. So I am going to actually get off. You stay on for a minute. I'm just gonna stop streaming. So
End call.
he said in call. All right. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope y'all enjoyed. Sorry up at the beginning. We're just trying to get everything figured out for tomorrow. Join the Bible talk. It will be tomorrow at 2 o'clock. My channel. We'll be covering First Samuel. So
Be
bring your Bible.
discussing topics found across for Samuel.
What he said.
Just clarification. We're not reading through the entire thing. That's not gonna happen. He
Um,
does not have he does not have the attention span for that, I promise.
I was born a blonde. Believe it or not, I might be tan and dark hair, but I was born a
I
blonde
don't
and I
have
was
the
pale.
attention span for 31 chapters. Come on now. Let's be honest.
Yeah, probably get through like 5. But all right. So as always, guys, thank you for watching. Stay blessed. I will talk to y'all later.
Bye. Have a wonderful time.